Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Alright, next up we've got a flyweight scrap between two guys who've both had their fair share of chaotic fights, and probably their fair share of wait, how did I lose that moments. It's Edgar Puro Chikali Chàirez stepping in as the favorite, and CJ Vergara looking to play spoiler like your one friend who can't keep movie endings to himself. If this one doesn't end in a scramble or a standing elbow exchange while someone's trying to tie their shoe, I'll be shocked. Let's dive in. Edgar Puro Chikali Chàirez. First up, Edgar Chàirez comes in a minus 260 favorite with a record of 11-6, and I get it. He's one of those fighters whose record looks like he's been taking fights for dares, but when you actually watch him fight, the guy's a straight-up nightmare. Chàirez fights like he's being timed in a video game. Pressure heavy, aggressive, and always trying to finish the fight whether he's on top, on bottom, or falling down the stairs. He's got a legit submission game and will jump on a neck faster than your aunt jumps on Facebook drama. Offensively, he's got solid striking. Nothing too flashy, but he makes up for that with just non-stop volume and forward pressure. His real bread and butter is that grappling, though. He loves to turn things ugly, drag you down, and start slinging limbs like he's auditioning for Cirque du Soleil, Guillotine Edition. Defensively, he's hittable, like throw a rock in his direction and you'll land 2 of 3 significant strikes hittable. But he's tough and he'll walk through punches just to get his hands on you. The big thing with Edgar is momentum. Once he gets it going, it's like trying to stop a shopping cart with 3 broken wheels going downhill. Dangerous, loud, and nobody's really sure where it's headed. CJ Vergara. Next up, CJ Vergara comes in a plus 210 dog with a record of 12-6. And if you've watched a CJ Vergara fight, you know 2 things. 1, he absolutely refuses to be boring. And 2, his cardio is built in a sweatshop, fueled by Red Bull and regret. Vergara is a pressure striker, and I mean pressure. He'll walk you down like he's trying to sell you car insurance, throwing body shots, chopping kicks, and punches in bunches. He's not the biggest finisher, but he wears guys out and drowns them in volume like he's trying to win a bonus through cardio alone. He's also incredibly tough, like, how is he still standing? Tough. There are horror movies with less survival instinct than CJ Vergara in round 3. If you don't finish him early, you better be ready to keep your lungs on a leash. The issue with CJ is that his grappling can get him in trouble. He's been taken down, controlled, and, worst of all, subbed. His defensive grappling is kind of like leaving your front door unlocked because you think you'll be home in time. Spoiler: Edgar Chàirez is the guy who shows up early with pizza and a rear naked choke. So, who wins? This is going to be pure chaos. You've got 2 guys who come forward like they're allergic to backpedaling and fight like someone's holding their rent hostage. On the feet, CJ's got the edge in volume and crispness. But on the mat, this is Chàirez's world. If CJ can keep this standing and avoid the clinch, he's got a real chance to outwork Chàirez and maybe sneak away with a decision. But let's be real. How often do CJ Vergara fights go according to plan? His plan or anyone else's? I think Chàirez could possibly outstrike CJ in the first if he doesn't shoot for a takedown. But if the fight stays standing, you have to favor CJ. Easy path to victory for Edgar is to grab hold of CJ and never let go. Like a clingy ex, but with more jiu-jitsu. Official pick. I'm going with Edgar Puro Chikali Chàirez. I picked Edgar in his last fight and he let me down. Let's hope he does better this time around. I think CJ brings the heat early, but once Edgar drags him to the floor, it's a wrap. Literally. So expect some wild exchanges and some good scrambles. And me on the edge of my seat hoping Edgar chokes him out. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.